What I've got here is the strut assembly off of my 2011 Aveo 5. I've already taken one spring off of one strut, and this is what it looks like, you know, when I first got it off. If you'll notice, the spring is actually compressed about, I say about 3 inches. That's how much, you know, the spring is compressed, about 3 inches. So it ain't really quite as bad as people make it out to be, even though it is kind of dangerous, and it is compressed 3 inches, so it still has, you know, enough power to pop apart when you take this nut, when you take this top nut off. So you got to be careful about that. That's why you need these spring compressors. These are KD Tools Strut spring compressors. I've had these a while. I notice on eBay you can get them for like $50 and about $12 shipping. I'm not trying to sell them. I don't care what brand you buy. I'm just saying that these are pretty good ones, mainly because it's got this little pin here. So once you put this on the spring, you push this, and see it pretty much locks it onto the spring, so it's not going to accidentally pop off while you're working with it. I'm going to show you how I do it. Let me do this. That's my Kobalt impact driver. We'll see. Okay. So remember, you only have to compress this about 3 inches. So these pins, the lock pins, are in place on this one. We'll go ahead and, okay, that's tight. There's the other one that goes exactly opposite of the other side. You want to make sure you get it opposite. Now see right here, the spring is up here at the top of the assembly. So what I've been doing, or what I did the last time, put that on, put the lock pins in place, and you only have to put it like 3 rings, and that's enough to compress it. So there's that, it's in place. Okay, that looks good. And these pins really make you feel better about it. And you just alternate between each sides. It's still tight. And you can see here at the top, right here at the top, that see how loose it's getting? Once it gets a little past that, okay, now you can see that I can rotate this top, and it's loose. The whole thing's loose from the spring. It's now safe to take the top nut off, and the top nut takes a different size socket. Okay, got to take it up to that. Okay, I'm having a problem with this one because it's just rotating the whole thing. Let me get a pair of channel locks. So what I'm going to do is get down here into this. You wouldn't want to do this on your new shocks because if you nick your shocks, if you nick your the strut, well, the shock, it's going to ruin it. So you wouldn't want to do this to a brand new strut. But it's okay to do it to the old one because you're going to throw it away anyway. So there's that top. There's that. Strut comes right out. I bought the whole entire strut assembly. I've already changed my cars out. My car struts out. But if you're doing this way, and all you want to do is just, go the cheapest route, you can just buy the strut by itself. And I believe it comes with the top strut plate. It's called the bearing plate, I think. Oh, this is the bearing plate. That's the bearing. And I think you get this. You may not get this part. I'm not sure. You really want to make sure what you're getting when you buy the strut. If you're going to go the cheap route, you still want to change your bearing plate, your top assembly. But anyway, you would just stick your U-strut, if you had one, put it back in there and put it all back together and just reverse the way you took it off. This is a cheaper route to go. I went ahead and changed the coil, changed the whole assembly because it's way easier. It's already together when you get it. It's way more expensive. I think my Monroe strut assembly costs like, $115, $125 a piece. I guess you could do this with a ratchet set if you don't have the impact wrench. It's going to take you a lot longer. But I guess it can be done. But like I said, if you get these, you might want to make sure that you get the ones with this pin in it, because it locks it on there, and you don't have to worry about it slipping off. Some of the cheaper ones, I haven't used them, but I wouldn't feel right. I wouldn't feel good about it if it didn't have this pin, because if that slipped off, you'd have a problem. You could get hurt. And like I said, these are KD tools. I'm not selling this. I don't get nothing for it. But I definitely would recommend these, because it's a safe tool. Safe as you're going to get. But anyway, that's how you do take the spring loose off of a strut assembly on a 2011 Aveo 5.